Hello all my beautiful twins, how you all doing? I'm so sorry I have not been here for a while, guys. For those of you who are in my group, you'd know that I was not going to be around for a while, and for those of you who are not in my group, then I'm really sorry I haven't been around for a while, but a lot has been happening, a lot's been going on, and yes, I'll get straight to the energies basically and what's been going down. So apologies, this might be a long video because there's a lot to cover. I've got to kind of go back before I can go forward, and please by all means put me on pause, go and make yourself a cup of tea and then come back or a glass of wine, whatever you prefer. Okay, so basically, guys, the reason why I went a bit AWOL was for two reasons. One, because I had my family come over for 3 weeks. I've also had, I've been a bit inundated with my work because I do readings outside of the Twin Flame Collective stuff. So that's been touch wood busy, and I've just been trying to find the balance basically. But the main reason, to be honest with you, was the fact that I was really starting to detach away from everything twin flame related, to be perfectly blunt. Not because of my situation with my twin, but just simply because things were not resonating for me at all, to do with information that has been put out there. I'm on YouTube myself. I am subscribed to a couple myself as well. And the ones I'm subscribed to, I resonate with fully. I try not to watch them before I do my own because I don't like to be swayed in what I pick up myself. So I wait to do mine before I check in on theirs. But other people, you know, I've kind of been a bit nosy over the last couple of months, and I did actually do a video which is in my Facebook group about that whole situation. And purely because, you know, I'm seeing so many readers now with so many twin flame readings, which I found to be quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Not detrimental, just more so I felt that it was keeping people stuck, you know, with constantly waiting for when are they going to reunite with their twin flame and live happily ever after kind of readings. And it just wasn't resonating, and being posted every single day, the same reader doing the same readings, which I just, you know, I kind of really felt pulled to step back and really reassess what was going on. During that time as well, just to give you a brief rundown, but things happened to do with my own journey, okay? And listen, guys, my journey is my journey. Your journey is your journey. Please do not compare what happens to me to happen to you, and vice versa. Everyone is on their own path, okay? I have to stipulate that to compare your own connection with someone else's, I do find to be quite... it can put on a bit of a spin on your own journey because you're expecting it to look one way when you compare to another's, and you know, each to their own. Yes, there are similarities in the dynamic, and yes, there are similarities in how we have to navigate, and of course the energies for the collective are very on par, I do find. However, I just wanted to let you know that just because this is going on in my world, it doesn't mean that this is going to be happening for you, okay? But there is a reason why I want to tell you, because it has actually affected the energies, which, as I realise, is then collective, right? So, just a quick update. Last November, I put the end of a cycle to my twin. He has been... you know, involved in addictions for a long time, and I'm going on 30 years, okay? Well, it probably wasn't that little, maybe 28. So, you know, he has battled with his ego and his addictions for a long time, and therefore he has become a certain way. But when he is in his heart space, I know the realness of my twin. I know his essence. I know his soul. It's been 9 years of me on this journey with him, in the physical, in and out of this, you know, the push and pull, the magnetic bubble love, the intensity, the everything. we connect on a soul level, we know each other on a soul level. So therefore, this is why it's been such a difficult process, because I know his truth. He doesn't want to admit his truth. He knows his truth, and it comes out when he's had a drink, and it comes out when he's in his heart. Other than that, he's trapped in his ego, he's set in his ways, he's one way, you know, and I unfortunately can't resonate with how he is now, hence the end of the cycle. Now, by the end of February, I was told that he now has got himself a new girlfriend, which is absolutely fine. It's not as if this is anything new. He does this all the time. So, okay, fair enough. But for the first time, guys, and I will admit, for the first time, I had a proper day session of crying my heart out, right? And I just gave myself that day to just let it out. And of course, what's coming back up to the surface is that feeling, it's the purging again, isn't it? It's all coming up again. Things that you know that you've dealt with, and then you realise that there's still things that you're not quite dealing with, and la 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 la. Anyway, so that was that. The next day, I literally woke up completely back in my heart space again. In fact, I felt even better than fine. I was completely on a level. And I realised that the reason why I feel I needed to cry it out was because I was still keeping myself attached to my union with my twin. As a subconscious thought, as a subconscious, you know, it was in the back of my mind. Even though I've been moving on, I've started my mission, I am fully content, I was still holding on to something, and this needed to come about to show me what it was I was still holding on to. And therefore, from that moment, I was able to fully and utterly detach from that outcome. I was able to come back into balance and fully accept and surrender, finally, in fullness, in wholeness, in completion. Right, and that was just in time for the March full moon. Okay, so there I am, I'm going and I'm moving forward, and I'm thinking, look, I've needed this to happen. This was always meant to be. I knew for a fact with the 5 full moons in 0 degrees, it was going to be an absolute transformation. Okay. Now, having said that, my twin is now still going for addiction therapy sessions, which is just amazing. He is still trying to figure out who he is. He is still trying to figure out what is going on inside of himself and trying to better himself on different levels. Now, okay, he's not there yet by any way, shape or form, but he is so on track. And you know what? I'm so proud of him. And either way it goes, you know, if he comes into it or not, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I've accepted that if I'm meant to live my life without him, I can be okay with that now. If it's meant to be that he's going to be happy with someone else, I can also be okay with that now. Because I love him and I want him to live his best life. So if that means without me, then that's absolutely fine. Because I know I'm okay. I know whatever's meant for me will be for me. And that's where I've got to now. And I do believe that's where a lot of the divine feminine energies have now got to. Okay. Now, having said that, come on the build up to the March full moon, which I do believe was, I think, the 21st of March, the 20th or the 21st. He was due to come down the following weekend with his girlfriend. And I left it. I haven't made a comment. In fact, when I found out, I wished him all of my love and happiness. I wished him well. I said how proud of him I was for starting his therapy sessions. And I've just, that was it. I've left him to it and I'm in full acceptance now. So that was that end of February. Now fast forward, so it's now coming to the end of March, and he messages me at 1 o'clock in the morning and says, "Are you up?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." So he phones me, and he's now stipulating, "She's not the one. I love you. I miss you. You know, I'm so effed up. I don't know what I'm doing. And no one should be with any one person. Maybe we should just love everyone and, you know, all have multiple girlfriends," and all of this stuff, right? So he's very conflicted still, and I know that his heart pull always comes to me because I've known him for 9 years. I know what he's like. I know when it's coming. You know, it's there, and he'll be in and out of this energy, but I've had to remain in my loving boundaries because obviously he needs to be fully 1,000,000% sure what he wants. Now, he's still wanting to have children with me. Don't ask me what this is all about with him, but he just seems very conflicted. And I've stipulated, look, you know, one thing that I can't have is to bring a child into this world with someone who has codependency issues and addictions. It's not going to serve me, it's not going to serve my baby, and it's not going to serve you. And I can't do it. I just, as much as I want to say, yeah, let's run away and have babies together, I can't be in that place yet because it's not right yet. And I have to sacrifice that. I have to sacrifice, you know, getting that sort of life with him when he's not right. And it's not because I'm a twin flame, it's because I know what serves me, right? So, you know, he's still in that mode, but he's battling with himself, which is not an issue, but this is where he's at now. So yeah, that's really the latest with him. Now, pre to this happening, guys, I did have a dream whereby it was raining and my twin was on one side of the road and I was on the other side of the road, and he was expecting me to help him. He threw me his coat and he said, "Go and pick that up for me." He doesn't actually ever talk to me like this in real life, by the way. This is a dream. And I looked at him and I thought, no, I am not going to protect you. You want to protect yourself, then you go and pick up your own coat and you know how to protect yourself, right? But I'm going, and I'm going this way. And I got in my car and I drove off, and I left him to walk in the same direction, but defending himself. And I realised from that dream this has all happened now, and now I understand that we have needed to fully, and I mean fully, detach, right? We have never been here meant to save them. We were never meant to save our twins. We've never been meant to bring them into their light. There is no way we could possibly do that. Okay, and the divine feminines have literally worked so hard on themselves to get them to this point of wholeness, guys. This is why we've been saying union is coming, because of the wholeness within our balanced energies in the masculine and feminine energies, and actually feeling in complete and utter wholeness, right? This is where the magic lies, you see. Now, because we've done that, and I'm telling you, and there's nothing wrong with this, guys, either, we can't do any more now, all right? So if you get triggered, don't think for 1 second, I'm not in physical union with my twin because I've still got so much healing to do. La 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 la. Listen, I'm not being funny, guys. You'll know how fully healed you are when, not healed, because I feel that we are always going to be in healing. I don't think we're ever going to get a day ahead of us that we're not going to purge or be triggered. We will be. We are human at the end of the day, okay? We are constantly learning. We are constantly coming into ascension. We are constantly being downloaded. And it's unrealistic to think that you're never going to have a bad day. Of course you are. Sometimes you're going to have the most incredible day, right? But don't think for 1 second, because, you know, you keep thinking that you're in void or you're in lack in order to achieve what it is you want in your life, right? The truth of it is, guys, is that loving your twin in the physical, and I'm talking about now the other person who you are connected to, is loving them unconditionally, which means that you have no conditions put on the love for that person, none whatsoever. Loving them unconditionally means that you love them no matter where they are in their lives, how they are in their lives, what they are doing in their lives, and everything with it being without you in their lives, you still love, right? Because that is what it gets to. That is your full surrender, okay? And I want you to feel good with that, because when you can finally feel good and at peace with that and acceptance and love, and you're not in pain over them being with someone else or whatever their circumstances are, being away from you, and you're not hurt and you're not pining, and you're just in that real good place, that is what this is about, okay? This does not mean that you are going to end up alone, okay? There is a difference with being alone and being lonely. If you're lonely, I would say, look, continue doing your work, okay? Because you can get to a place where you're no longer lonely, all right? Being alone is a different ball game. Being alone and being happy is actual contentment with everything you have, right? Now, once you're there, believe me, you will be inundated with attention. I'm not even joking. This last month, I swear to you, it's like all men in my area have decided that they want to be with me out of nowhere. I don't even know what is. I'm just laughing and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Thanks. I'll go for a drink with you. Why not? I don't mind. Let's have a drink. What it's shown me, funnily enough, is that with all of the attention that I've been getting, I found that I am so in my divine masculine energy. The ironic thing is that the more I'm in my divine masculine energy with now this attention, I'm attracting them even more, right? And I've realized that this is what, if you think about it, the divine feminines do. When the divine masculines have this certain stance and they're in their beautiful energy, it's such an attraction, right? And the divine feminines get pulled to them. You know, they become like, wow, I want you, you know, and this is what's happening with me now. So I've become quite divine masculine-y, which is great. It's also showing me how much I don't have the connection with any one of them. It's lovely to have the attention. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm not inclined to sleep with anyone. I don't feel that need. But I'm not going to dismiss if I do meet someone who I actually get into my divine feminine energy with. Happy days. I'm not going to dismiss it. But this is what's happening now. You'll find that so many are now attracting. So divine masculines, it will be that you will be attracting so many divine feminines or female attention or male attention, whatever one you go for. And vice versa, you know, females attracting the men or women to them, depending what energy. So it's becoming quite intense, right? But it's all about new beginnings, guys, and this is a whole new learning curve now for us all, okay? It's really just monitoring our energies. It's really just coming into that new growth, and what will be with our twins. Wish them well, wish them love. I continuously send my twin love and light every single day and night. Maybe not so much day, but I definitely do at night. And I love him to pieces, and I'm just moving on with my life, and that's that, but in happiness instead of hurt, you know, and that is ultimately the difference. Another thing is, I don't want you to feel obligated to, you know, not go and enjoy yourself just because you're part of this journey. Guys, I'm telling you, there is no right or wrong on this journey. Do what you want to do and learn as you're learning. Don't, you know, put so much pressure on yourself. Just as long as you're happy and you're going at a pace in life that you can feel good with and feel comfortable with, and you're in your self-worth and you're in your self-respect and you're in your self-love, and you're happy and content with what it is you're doing in your life, that's more than anyone could ever ask for, you know? And don't be so tough on yourself. Ease up a little bit, enjoy your life, bring back your sense of humour. You know, you're allowed to laugh, especially with this dynamic because of the intensity. You're allowed to laugh, okay? So go with it. Right, so right, said that. Now it's interesting, actually, just one thing as well. I keep dreaming of babies and being pregnant, or there is a child that is mine. Now, I don't know if it's because subconsciously my twin keeps saying that to me and I've got it in my head, but I do strongly feel that they are messages from the universe anyway, to signify the rebirth in life. You know, things are now, they're fertile, things are growing, which is interesting because I did write, and then I do the cards. I know that you're taking my word for this, but it is true. And then fertility did actually come out, so that's interesting. Another dream I had as well was of, this was a couple of years ago, but this was after the full green moon ones. And I purposefully didn't mention it until we came out of that cycle. But there was 2 waning moons either side and then a full one in the middle. And I do believe that is the goddess symbol. Now, I didn't know that at the time, but I did some research at that time. And these moons were blue. Now, these are 3 new cycles now that are coming up for the collective, and they were all blue, which is indicating the communication. Okay, so what you will find is that more communication is going to be coming in. Now, if that's to you or you to them, but in any case, it's from the heart, because the throat chakra is about voicing your truth. Okay, now truth comes from your heart, not your head. So, just to let you know, I have picked that up. Right, another thing that was happening as well for the Divine Feminines is that you may have found that you were really questioning, is this my twin flame? Am I on this journey? Is he my true twin? Blah, blah, blah. Right, if you've done that, and then all of a sudden you've met someone and you're like, right, this is my twin flame. Listen, I can't tell you who you're attached and who you're not attached to. And I would tell you this now. Please don't come to me and ask me who your twin flame is, because I'm not ever going to tell you. I will never be able to tell you that, guys, okay? You have to go with what resonates for you. I strongly recommend that you don't go out seeking your twin flame. Unfortunately, that does not resonate with me in any way, shape or form. I cannot understand those people who try and do manifestation videos of manifesting your twin flame. I would not touch that video with a barge pole. Right, I'm just saying. So listen, go with what you're guided to go with. I strongly recommend as well, take time out. Having this time out for me worked wonders, because I sat with me. I sat with my knowing. I sat with my truth. I sat with my guidance. Now, when you feel guided, there is a difference to wanting to know and being obsessed to genuinely feeling guided and pulled to somewhere, right? There is a complete massive difference. You've got to trust your intuition on that and decipher what one is what. Right? Now, if you've sat still and you sat with yourself, and then you're feeling guided or pulled to someone or something or somewhere, and then you suddenly have someone say something that clarifies what you felt, that is your intuition and your guidance speaking. They are confirming what it is you already know. Okay? That is what resonating is. They are confirming what you already know. So trust your true intuition. Stop looking for the outcome of when you're going to hear from your twin, when communication from twin is coming, when you're going to get with your twin. I know that we've all been there, okay? And I fully appreciate it. But I don't feel it's healthy to keep people stuck in that space. Now, I'm talking to the ones now who have kind of gone a little bit beyond that now. We've kind of taken a step there. For those, happy days. Now, when I do my readings, this is for the combined energies, okay? I'm no longer going to separate what the Divine Feminine's doing, what the Divine Masculine's doing. No. We are all one, okay? Therefore, this is for all of us. Now, with the dailies and what I'm going to be doing in this instance is like a disclaimer to say this. If you resonate with the daily reading, well, it's a weekly, for example, because you've been guided here, this is meant for you. If it resonates, it's meant for you. If it doesn't, it's not. And it's as simple as that. I will never be offended if something doesn't resonate with you, ever. Okay? I always trust that the people who are guided to me, it's because they are needing to know something to clarify what it is they already know anyway. Okay? That's it. So, I'm just going to have a swig of my water. Okay. So, here we go. 4 jumped out, so I went with it. So the first one out, we have financial and material changes. So this is collective. This is for all of us, okay? Masculine, feminine energies combined. Financial and material changes. Do you know what? This is so apt because a lot now are actually going through the transition of their missions, okay? They all know that if they're not fully in contentment with what they're doing as their life's work, they are now being pushed by the universe to actually change their situations, all right? Now, in some circumstances, change not necessarily easy to go through, but necessary to go through, okay? But with that comes the financial changes. Now, I'm taking that as a positive, to be honest with you, because I always feel if you're guided to make that change, the universe will see to you, hands down. I promise you that now, and I talk from experience, okay? So if you are guided, the universe will see to it, and they will see to it that your finances will be allowing you to follow your missions, okay? And to clarify that, with the Ganesh cards, we've got inner knowing, which I felt was spot on, because this is the actual guidance of your own intuition. They're telling you, you already know what your mission is. It's an inner knowing. So you have to trust that with regards to your changes in your practical lives, okay? We then got the universe. Universe, all about completion now, you see, and we really have come to a completion of a cycle, and now it's about the next chapter. This is all about the next chapter, and with that we have guidance, 33 guidance. So again, with the next chapter that is coming in with regards to our practical lives and our spiritual lives as well, to trust that guidance that we're getting. And that's what I said. Know the difference between that need and that guidance. There is a massive difference, okay? So just trust your guidance. Watch for the signs. Watch for the synchronicities, because they will be mapping it out for you, okay? But you've got to trust that inner knowing, and you've got to trust where it is you're going, okay? So even though you can't actually see it, just trust it. Okay, and go for it. Don't hesitate. Following that, we have intuition. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory, okay? Because like I just said, you can't fully see in front of you, kind of looking to the side, aren't you? So you've got to trust that intuition with what is behind that door and where it is you're going, all right? But look, to clarify, we've got joy, and your intuition is bringing you that joy. Okay, the next chapter, the financial material changes, is all bringing you your joy. Okay. And then finally, we got fertility, which is what I mentioned earlier. So this is all about the regrowth now. It's rebirth. Things are actually starting to grow with what it is we've planted. Okay, so we've planted our seeds. Now it's just a time of allowing the growth, really. You know, you can't rush a tree growing, can you? You know, we plant the seeds, we nurture it and we love it, and then we just allow its natural growth time. Okay, and that's why we're in that place of detachment now, especially with the outcomes of our changes with our lives, with our missions, with the circumstances, with our twins, our counterparts. So yeah, fertility, things are growing. We are manifesting, okay? And steadfastness, all right? Don't waver, don't doubt, be assertive, okay? And trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing, trust your guidance. And don't waver in that. Keep steadfast in what it is you believe in. Okay? Right. We then got okay, I'll do these first. We got the Lovers, okay, as the first one out for the fortune reading cards. Now it says here, there are two paths ahead, be true to yourself. Now, I laughed when this jumped out because I thought, yeah, talk to me about, you know, paths ahead. I have got other external attention now. I've got external offers now. Yeah, I have. Being true to myself is actually following my intuition. I'm not in a rush to get a boyfriend. I'm not in a rush for a label. In fact, the choices that are in front of me are lovely. I'm not turning them down in as like I'm staying at home in a cocoon. No, I'm going out, I'm having drinks, I'm seeing what's out there, what's on offer. Being true to myself is I'm very much understanding the difference in connection. I haven't formed a real connection with them, and being true to myself at this time would be to say, look, thank you for the offer, but no thanks, because I'm just genuinely not getting that vibe. I'm not feeling it. And no, it's not because I'm connected to my twin. It's because I just don't feel it. Okay, there are still boundaries that I'd need to set with that particular person, la 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 la. So being true to yourself is, you know, be true to yourself. If you really like this person and you feel that you want to go for it, go for it. There's nothing wrong with doing so, okay? Just be true to yourself at all times. Whether you're in or you're out, it's your choice, okay? There, like I said, there is no right or wrong. You're not betraying your twin. I promise you that now, okay? Be true to your twin. And if your twin is at a point where, like mine is now, with another girlfriend, and he's still battling with addictions and stuff, I've been true to my twin. I've told him I love him with all my heart and soul. I want him to be happy, but this is what I want in my life. And if he can't offer me that, I fully accept it. I've surrendered to it. I wish him well. He's my best friend. La 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 la. There's nothing more I can say or do, because if he was single, I'd still be saying that to him, right? So that's what that is. We then got death. Okay, so it says a time of natural transition and transformation. Yeah, 100%. We are going through a major transformation. Okay. The best thing with this is that it's a complete rebirth. And this is what we got with fertility. It actually really matches the fertility card. And with the financial changes, material changes, new chapters, of course, it is a time of transition. And then we got the owl, which followed beautifully. And it says, there are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. So watch for the signs. That's your guidance, okay? Follow the synchronicities, follow the signs. Be open to infinite possibilities in your life, okay? Be happy. Trust me. It's a very, very joyful time, but you are in control of your joy. You are in control of your happiness. You are in control of everything in your life, how you feel, okay? So if you want to feel that joy, then feel it and believe it and trust it. If you really want to believe the joy, but deep down you're like, nah, whatever, no, not for me, blah, 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 then do your work to get to that joy, because it is achievable, okay? Right, so that's that. Then we have now for the everyday life. So this will be applicable for some and non-applicable for others. So here we go. We've got the boat, the cross, and the mouse. Now then, some of you will be having a journey, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean over water, can be, but there is a journey. But it's also a flurry of activity. This is a lot of movement now coming in, all right? It does indicate your ship's cargo is finally coming in, all right? Your treasures are coming in. And it's destined. Look at that. The cross is here for us. Divine guidance, divine protection. So trust divine guidance with the now movement, okay, with the new journey that is coming up. Now with the mouse, this is indicative of the fact that there is still going to be some things niggling at you. That's fine. It's a niggle. If you're feeling niggled, be niggled, deal with it. Let it come to the forefront of what it is truly, and then eliminate it, okay? You don't need to hold on to that niggle, but it's just indicating that for some there may well still be that slight niggle coming in, okay? We've then got, this is beautiful, by the way, these two together is stunning. So we've got the letters. Now this is communication coming in, okay? You will be receiving news. Now this news is ultimate luck and wishes coming out, okay? The clover and the star is not only just really getting a wish from this communication, right? But it really is ultimately an occult card, like the cross. This is divine, the clover, and a great deal of luck as well, okay? So you have got a beautiful lucky period coming in that is bringing you a wish, okay? So that's lovely. We've then got the lily, the garden, and the stork. Now the lily is actually about the business, but in our world we'll call it the mission card, okay? Now it doesn't necessarily mean that all of you have started on your mission, but it will be that you may be fully being guided now to start it, and I do feel that's what this is indicating, okay? Now with the garden, this is a meeting here, all right? So you may well be having a meeting with business coming in for you, and with the stork, it's going to create that movement with regards to your missions and your work within your situations, okay? So things are going to be moving positively forward, okay? Yeah, that's it. I don't really feel guided to do the diagonals or anything, so I think in a nutshell, guys, that is it for you. Please, by all means, come to me, join my Facebook group. I just wanted to say another thing as well about my Facebook group. I personally have come off Facebook as Anthe. I no longer have a profile. I created my Facebook group Twin Love. I had to create a persona to be able to be the administrator of my group. Now, I don't accept friend requests, and it's not because I don't love anyone, I really do, but I just don't want to be on Facebook as a person. So if you've sent me a friend request and I haven't accepted it, it's not because I don't love you, it's just merely I'm not a person on Facebook. I've got nothing as the Twin Love person on there. It's merely just my group. So if you want to contact me or message me, whatever, just do it in my group because I see everything in there. So just wanted to make that clear. Also, please feel free now to book in with me. I am now starting to take personal bookings again. Only on Thursdays, so depending how many I get on a Thursday, you'll either be booked in for then or the following week or the following week. It just depends how booked up I get. But you will be told when you make the booking. If you do want to book, please read my description. I don't want to keep having to write it in an email when people just say, can I have a reading please? In the description I ask you to let me know what reading you want, twin flame, normal, general reading, or you want a guidance session, right? The prices are all there. I accept it through PayPal, and you need to make a PayPal payment along with the email of you and your twin's name if you're having a twin flame reading, just your name if it's just your reading, or just let me know you're having a guidance session. I will then confirm payment, and I will confirm when I have booked you in for and when you will be receiving your reading, okay? So please go to my description, it's all there, and then that's how you can get through to me, all right? Other than that, I love you all, and just carry on doing what you're doing. Everything is brilliant, everything is as it should be. And just thank you so much for being patient with me and still being here as a support and as love and as my own special guidance from you guys too. And just sending you lots of love and light, and I'll be back when I'm guided. Mwah. Take good care everyone, and until the next time, bye.